Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Hey guys, how you doing? Give me 1 second. I meant to change this thumbnail. Let me see if I can do that now. I had to put something up temporary until I got ready to come in here. How y'all doing today? It's Monday. I know y'all don't want to be in here. I mean, I know you want to be here, but I mean, I know y'all don't want to, the stuff that you had to do today because it was Monday. I know y'all ain't want to do it, but you got to do it. You got to do it, get your bills paid and all that. So don't get too upset about it. Hold on. Like I said, I meant to change my thumbnail and I want to do that now before I forgot. Because I thought that I had did it and I did not. We had baby. What was we thinking about up in here talking and chatting for 99 hours and 16 minutes? Did y'all see that? I mean, I'ma blame Va. Cause Va's just talking and talking and talking. I don't know what got wrong with him, Father. He's just talking and talking and talking. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just chattering while I am changing that thumbnail. Anyway, welcome back to the So What You Think channel, where I am Miss Jen, your gatekeeper in chief, and I am here to talk about all of the things that had happened today on Beyond the Gates. It was good. It was good. It was really good. I wish I could play the Tia's Hot song, but even from Friday, I'm demonetized from that right now until they take out their music. Not demonetized. Well, I guess it is kind of demonetized. Well, I don't know if you call it that, but I'm not gaining no kind of earnings from Friday's live because I played that song was in my video that I had played, in the mood, babe. And then I played some other video that I ain't know that had something in it. So then I gotta wait for them to erase it. But since the thing is 99 hours long, it's gonna take a long time to get out from under all that. So you see the stuff I be going through for y'all, just for y'all. Just for the love of y'all, no other reason, okay? Hello to my moderators and to those of you who are down in the chatty that. I hope you all are having a good day. But hey, my squad, how y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing good? That's good. Hello, Tulu. Okay. And also, before we get going, I'll do that in a minute. Let me pull out my romper room mirror and see what y'all thought about today's episode, because I thought it was good. Baby, whoa, let me tell y'all something. Let's start fighting now. Because I don't care what y'all said. Kat was flirting her tail off today. Kat was gifted today. I told y'all Kat had liked us from some Isaiah from the minute she had seen him. And ain't none of y'all about to convince me no different, baby. Ain't none of you about to convince me no different. Whatever I see, I'm going to be talking about. And I'm talking about Catherine. Oh, like Cat on a hot tin roof today. Put her own man out. She wasn't even excited about no Thomas, but she was excited about us and Isaiah. Was she not? I'm just saying. And I know some of y'all gonna feel, well, Eva's old and do that if anything should happen. Maybe that's how you want to feel. That's how you feel. That might be kind of get back you like to do. Okay. But what I'm gonna say about it is Kat was flirting today. She was. And we gonna talk about it. Oh, we can talk about it on Friday. It don't make me no difference, baby. I'm here to get with you on Friday. I am. Now let me pull out my romper room mirror and see who is this down here typing in my doggone comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
I don't know who typing in the comments. Who typing in the comments? Hold on. I have one more thing I meant to upload to show you all today. So give me a second. Let me get it into my stuff over here so that I can put it on screen. Do 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 do. Okay, there it is. I want to download that. And let me see, was there anything else? Because oh yeah. Well, now that I can just read. I'll leave that on the screen. Okay, now I want you all to hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you have not as of yet. You know you like it over here, so I don't know why you playing with my emotions like this. Y'all doing me like some man just want to be coming on park your foot at my dinner table, but you don't never want to say we go together. We go together real bad. Okay, but anyway, let me tell y'all who's typing down in my comments. First of all, we have Miss Lillian 4. She says hello, Miss Jen, and to everyone. Hey, Lillian 4, how you doing, girl? And Belinda Hill is in the chat also and says hello, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers and Mod Squad. Happy Monday. Myrtle Tister's in the house and says hello, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers, and to the mods. Hello to you too. And Miss Kiki is in the house and she says, good evening. Hey, Kiki. Belinda says, Miss Jen, I heard you singing Misty, my favorite song. You were awesome. Thank you very much. On my Facebook page, probably. Child, y'all know Kat be feeling herself whenever she round. I said, baby, she got the gigglies, smigglies today. Did she not? Did she not? This is the thing that I want you guys to know. If you are down here listening to the show and you come over sometime and you've been trying to check it out and you're trying to see what you think about it, you know, I appreciate that. Lord knows I do. I ain't about to tell you no tale, but I need you to do one thing for me because I am one person literally away from having 2,700 subscribers. So I just need one person to come on and subscribe to the channel for me. Please, please, please. Okay? Because I love you. I do. And I mean that. I ain't just saying it because I want one more subscriber. I'm not. I usually what that means is that it's going to be a person be like, I'm just going to unsubscribe so she can be back. It's all right. I'm going to make it to 2,700. Then I'm going to make it to 28, 29, 30, 35. What is that? I'm going to get to all that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to get there. All right. Scarlet Speedster says, good evening, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeeper. Sorry for my recent absences due to the death of my family and a natural disaster that happened in my home state of Indiana. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Scarlet Speedster. Our prayers and our condolences to you for your family. And I know this weather, because I live in the same kind of area, has been really, really bad on us here in the Midwest. So my heart really goes out to you on that. And hope you have a fast recovery. But I know you about to have to windmill with these insurance companies if you're dealing with any of that. And again, our condolences on the loss of your family member. Belinda says, Andre is afraid of Heather, and he couldn't get away from her fast enough. Jasmine says, hello, everyone. Hi, girl. We need one more subscriber so we can get to, can we get to 2,700 subscribers before we get off this live? Huh? Could we? Y'all think we could do it? I think we could. Anyway, that was, hold on. Stop talking. We're not talking to you. Just stop talking. I think we made it to 27 because I see 27. Thank y'all. It was hard getting to this 2,700 subscribers, but I believe if I can get to 27, I can get to 28. If I get to 20, I can get to 29, and then I can get to 3,000. And then from there, it's on to the next 1,000 that we're going to need. And we're going to get them one at a time, little by little. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's what I had heard. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, let's get to our comment of the day from our... Oh, I think I took that down. I think I had to take it down. Did I or did I not? No, it's still here. Okay, let's get to our comment of the day from our replay gang, because our replay gang can be part of the live too.
The replay gang comment spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we're done with the comments from those of you who are here right now, let's talk about what the replay gang had to say. Bobby Wobby said, I guess I should have explained to VAR that as a villain, the writers never make Joey look weak instead of me using the word bad. So he wanted to make a correction on that. And then Elaine chimed in and said, I agree with you. I mean, they have Joey being the most powerful person on the show that is supposed to be about the powerful Duprees. I mean, he can win sometimes, but they have him winning every time. While Vernon got a temporary order for Leslie's house construction to be paused for a month or so, that is the only battle that he has won since February of 2025. And baby, see how we keep see how we be in these people business. We know what we be talking about. We know what we be talking about because we be in their business. We be in it, okay? All right, you guys, I'm not gonna hold you. CC76 has checked in and said, "Hey, Miss Jen and Kinfolk, hey, cousin CC, how you doing?" Okay, now I'm gonna unlock these gates and let's go and get into it and see what had happened was today. Okay, that's the second time I've kicked myself out of the studio and don't know how I did it. Hey, cousin Linda, I just got off a Zoom meeting with her, which is why I'm late because on Mondays I have a Zoom meeting, and today I just couldn't get here. I was trying to get here like between 7:15, 7:30, but it didn't work out. But we're here now, and that's all that matters. All right, you guys, with that, we're gonna go on and unlock these gates and find out what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All kinds of stuff was going on. All kinds of stuff was going on. Because I don't care what y'all say, Andre kissed what's her name back. He kissed her back. He kissed her bite. I don't care what none y'all say. Andre was kissing back and Kat was flirting. I don't care what none y'all say. It was indeed. Y'all want to argue about it? Let me know down in the comments. Because, baby, I'm ready for you on Friday. Lock in your caps and say whatever you want to say. I don't care what you got to say about it. I'm telling you what I seen, and I meant what I said. Now, let's talk about today's episode. We open with Andre and Heather, and immediately you can feel that these two have history. And Andre tells Heather she looks nice, and she said she hasn't changed. He said that he hasn't changed. Did he say she hadn't changed a bit? I think so. But he wants to know what brings her to the DMV. Because now DMV over here where I'm at stand for Department of Motor Vehicles. It don't stand there for where y'all at. I'm just saying. He said, according to him, she used to avoid the place. Like you used to didn't want to be around here, but now here you are. Why is that? Heather comes right back with the fact that she remembers a few things Andre used to avoid as well. One of such, which was a relationship. You know, I had wanted you, Andre, and then you had told me you ain't do that kind of thing. Then I look up and what you done married somebody? Bad boy, bad boy. Now, Heather comes right back. Andre tries to avoid that, okay? But her eyes go straight to that wedding ring that he had on. And Andre tells her he tried to call her after she sent him that vintage champagne, but apparently she had changed her number. Heather said that she came to thank him properly. I just came to want to tie you. This is my granddaddy used to say, I want to tie you properly. tie. Remember you tell the baby, tie. She said she just want to tie you properly. Okay. Yo. She said this why she had a hand all on his face, rub it on his face and his chest. I was like, oh my God. You rubbing on his pecs and stuff. Now, from there, we go over to the Duprees where Kat and Chelsea have come. I love this jumpsuit that Chelsea had on. This thing was everything. But anyway, the girls have come over to see their grandmother. Hold on, I want to readjust my mic here. Okay, the girls have come over to see their grandmother. And I thought everybody looked really cute in this scene. They have their prototype for their new purse ready that they want to give to, make in honor of Anita. I want a bag. Y'all can make a gin bag. Y'all can make a gatekeepers bag. Y'all can make a so what you think, but y'all can make a gin bag, a gin bag, a Jenny bag. Do a Jenny bag. Do a Jenny from the block bag. Go on, do it. Anyway, they got their prototype ready, and they're hemming and hawing around, and Anita waiting for them to get to the point because there's obviously something about this purse that they don't really want to talk about. So the purse was originally going to be called the Nicole, but one of their competitors have beat them to the punch and released a Nicole bag. So the girls came up with another idea. We're gonna call it the Nikki. And Anita don't like that. She was like, "Child, who trying to get disowned around here? Because I don't know why you trying to come what now." Nicole has never particularly liked the nicknames at all, but Nikki has a especially negative connotation attached to it because that's what Leslie calls a Nikki. Nikki. No, girl. She was like, you gonna choose the woman who done near about destroyed your mama and her marriage to choose a name that she calls your mama. This what you gonna call the bag? Girl, why y'all giving Leslie all this power? It ain't nothing but a nickname. Hold on. So that I can see. Okay, it ain't nothing but a nickname. She ain't made up the name. Call it the Nikki. We don't care. Now, Kat and Chelsea explained that they're actually hoping to do something positive. Take a negative. A negative and a negative equal to positive. The fact that she broke up the marriage and she called my mama Nikki, but we're gonna name the bad Nikki, gonna make it positive. Okay, y'all try that. Let's see how it go. So she's like, she could start associating the name with something beautiful instead of, what Daddy had did with Leslie. Okay. Now I understand what y'all trying to do, but Anita gives them some good advice. She said, go ask Nicole, do she want to be called Nikki? You call it the Nikki bag. Baby, y'all call that bag the Nikki, and Leslie gonna be trying to sue y'all. She gon' what do you call that when people put it's when you own it. She trademark. She gonna mess around here and trademark Nikki. Try it. Hey Keisha, go on and try it if y'all want to see what's gonna happen with her. Y'all know how Leslie get down. Now, Anita told them to do that because she ain't about to make no decisions for Nicole. Let her decide if she wants y'all to do that or not. Okay. Either way, Anita assures them that Nicole will be proud of what it is that they've accomplished. Now, over at Bill's office, Naomi is temporarily holding down the fort while her father recovers. And Dani comes in to check on her. Part of the conversation, hold on, my arm is loose. Hold on, yeah. My arm is loose and this thing's squeaking and can on. Okay, so part of the conversation is how Naomi feels being there working for her father. She's not really ever wanted to, she ain't never wanted to work up here at this thing, So being over here ain't giving her no special feelings or nothing. So Naomi, Dani asked her about Jacob and how he feels about her stepping in for her dad while she's working, while he's down. And Naomi explains that Jacob understands that this is an emergency situation, that her father needs her. And this, so therefore he ain't really got no problem with it, she's saying. All right. Now, Naomi doesn't exactly want. Okay, wait. Dani reminds Naomi that Bill trusts her tremendously. And in fact, there's probably nobody Bill trusts more than his daughter to, stand in for him. But Naomi doesn't exactly want Tomas hearing all that my daddy want me in here because he trusts me the most. I'm tired of dealing with Tomas. I don't want to deal with Tomas on all this. So please don't let him hear you saying that, Mama. Don't say that no more. Okay? Because they've been going back and forth and back lately. And speaking of Tomas, he over at the hospital visiting Bill, bringing him work that he ain't had no business bringing him. But then again, when your boss tell you to do something, what you gonna do? Now, Tomas apparently managed to sneak the files past Caroline and brings them right into Bill's room. Bill wants an update on what's happening at the office, especially with Naomi. Tomas tells him that things are going okay, and he points out that he and Naomi actually want the same thing. They want Bill back at work. And then there's a knock on the door. And it's Vernon. Vernon come in there, and Vernon was like, hey, I want to talk to you. So Tomas was like, well, I'm getting ready to go anyway, so I may as well scurry on out the way. I'm like, child, yeah, go on. We grown people trying to talk. Go on back to business. So, Oh Lord. Bill was like, so I heard you was here while I was out conscious from a surgery. And Vernon says, yeah, we wanted to make sure that Fairmont Crest wasn't about to lose one of its pillars. Uh and that got a smile on Bill's face because you know Bill loved these people. Bill loved these people. This is Bill's family. Now we know though that Vernon didn't just come to talk about that. Okay, he just trying to sprinkle a little sugar on Bill Hamilton before he get to what he's really there for. Because we know you want something else, Vernon. We know how you get down. Now back with the girls who are sitting down talking with Anita, we get more of the conversation about the purse and Nicole. And the conversation eventually gives us something very interesting about Kat and Eva. Kat says that if Eva had grown up with somebody, and I forgot this even happened today. I don't know how the cat people feel. How the cat people feel? Let me know, y'all. Okay, so Kat says that if Eva had grown up with somebody like Anita, that Eva might have been a completely different person. And Anita catches that immediately and says, that's interesting thought, Catherine. It sounds like Kat's perspective on Eva may be changing. So Chelsea wants to know the same thing. Girl, are you trying to switch up on the Eva thing? So Kat makes it clear that her and Eva are not about to start braiding each other's hair or nothing like that and sharing lip gloss and carrying on. Hey, Peggy. And sharing lip gloss and all of that. Because there's too much history, too much hurt. But, yeah, you know, but she might be able to calm down some of the mess between them. So Kat admits that if Martin and everybody else in the family sees something good in Eva, then maybe Kat can admit that Eva isn't quite the crafty villain Kat made her out to be. Maybe she isn't quite as crafty as I thought she was. Oh, Lord, I thought to myself, what are the cat people about to do? What the cat people about to do now? Because I didn't say this, Cat did. Now, don't be coming over and talking about this is the reason why you be trying to take up. I'm only talking about what got said on the paper today, okay? What was on the script. And what was on the script today was these words that had came out of Cat's mouth, okay? So Anita tells Catherine that it's okay, and she reminds her that Eva's feelings toward Kat are probably every bit as complicated as Kat's feelings are toward Eva. And I think that that's an important point. She says some more stuff that y'all gonna have to let go of. Okay. She says some more stuff that y'all gonna have to let go of, catters. Catarators. Catanators. Hey, Roger. Catanators. T. Rogers. Hey, catanators. She says some more stuff y'all gonna have to let go. Now, I do like that purse that Chelsea got on that table. I do like that purse. But anyway, she says some more stuff y'all gonna have to let go of. Now, we can argue about it on Friday. I don't care. Come on. Come on, Cletus. You gonna walk over, but you're limping back. So anyway, meanwhile, Isaiah is talking to his brother Jacob about Eva. Did I scroll up too far? Hold on. Okay, Isaiah is talking to his brother Jacob about Eva, and she's doing how she's doing after the surgery and all of that. He says she's doing okay, like she's healing fine, but emotionally not so much. So he explains that Eva basically went to sleep before all this chaos happened, and she woke up to an entirely different world. One of you all made this point the other day that how that happened, that she went to sleep and woke up and all this had happened. Or did I say it? I don't know, but I remember somebody else saying this too, that she went to sleep and woke up to a whole different situation. So this is what. Let me tell y'all something about the gatekeepers, okay? This is why it's important for me to let everybody have their own opinion, their own say, their own lane about this show, because you don't never know who's gonna be right, who's gonna be wrong. You'll never know who gonna offer you something that's gonna come back full circle one day. You just never know. So that's why I want this to always stay a space where y'all let each other express yourselves about how you feel, who you like, who you don't like. I don't care who you like. I really don't. All are welcome in, honey. Come on through the gates. Okay. But anyway, he said that that her waking up to an entirely different situation, and even that Kat had done something for her like this, and that she had the surgery and she had been cut, and now Kat is treating her differently. All of this is a bit trippy for her because she closed eyes and boom, woke up and things were different. I guess that could be a bit trippy if you stack all these things together. He's like, Nicole is treating her different. Ted is treating her different. Kat is treating her different. Everybody's treating her differently. And so did she wake up? I mean, I know she got to feel like she was in the Wizard of Oz where that tornado snatched her up and she just fell out of it somewhere in the world of Oz. But the truce between Kat and herself appear to be holding, he says so far. And Isaiah says all of this is confusing Eva's brain. She's trying to figure out where she fits in the new reality when everything changed while she was unconscious. And this is another question. Can she trust it? I wake up to this new thing. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it temporary? Is it not? Do I roll with it? Do I not roll with it? I don't know. Now, Jacob encourages Isaiah to look on the brighter side. What happened was awful. But one positive thing is that it seems to have brought Eva and Isaiah even closer. And he's like, yeah, you're right about that, because he do like his girl. Now, back with Dani and Naomi, the conversation eventually turns to Bill, specifically Dani calling Bill her husband at the hospital. Dani tries to brush it off, but she makes it clear that she does not want to become a Hamilton again. Girl, I know you may not want to become a Hamilton, but you keep on wanting to blend with a Hamilton. You keep doing things to connect yourself to a Hamilton. You do, girl, but okay, I'm just saying. But Naomi isn't necessarily saying that her mother wants to get back with her dad, but she just wants Dani to be careful, which is, I think that's solid advice for you, girl, because you do tend to go on, girl, and do too much. You do. Hold on, my earpiece fell out. Please, thank you. Okay, but Dani is confident in her marriage as far as she is concerned. She and Andre have something pretty close to perfect, girl. You don't know where Andre is, do you? Girl, you don't know where Andre at? I know you don't know where Andre at, girl. I know you know where he at. We know where he at, though. Over here making drinks for people and scared to death. He's sitting over there with Heather closely behind him, behind closed doors. And he is, girl. Girl, that way your man at, girl. Heather tells him that she missed him so much. And Andre, sidebar, we gonna have to have a behind the gates meeting in the membership. There's some things I'm gonna have to say about Andre and Heather, and there's some things I'm gonna have to say. It is. Some things I'm gonna have to say in the membership. At the meeting. Okay, but anyway. Heather's all like, I missed you so much, Andre. And he's like, did you? She's like, yes, I did. But Heather doesn't want all that light. Okay, so he was trying to open up the curtains, and she was like, I don't want all that light. I didn't come in here for no light. Leave them curtains closed. So, and then sidebar, girl, you probably feel like you look better in soft light. I mean, who don't? Who don't look better by soft light? Except me. I got big eyes. I don't really know if you want all these big eyes coming at you like a cartoon with big eyes in a dark room. I don't really know what you want. But anyway. She's like, I don't want all that light coming in. And then Heather brings up something big. She reminds Andre that she wasn't the one who went on a drunken bender in Las Vegas and got married. You did. Oh, girl. So whatever happened between these two, Heather clearly has some feelings on how Andre moved on without her. Andre offers to make her a drink. He says, do you want your usual? She was like, oh, you remember? Andre was jittery like, tonight is the night that you and something good. Boy, you was in there like tonight is the night. Andre scared. He is scared. Do you hear me? So Heather's like, I want to talk to you. Andre said, what you want to talk about? She was like, she said, we can start with the woman who stole your heart. Oh, child, Andre, she done set her sights on your wife. Andre has his back to her, but you can still see that. I'm sorry, when he was making that drink, you can still see how worried he was, okay? Because Andre and Heather seemed like they weren't casually dating. These two were a couple. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly how much dirt they did together. Because, see, usually people who dirty do not let you in their orbit without getting some dirt on you. That's part of how they keep control over you and go, I'll just tell about that thing that you did that time with me on the Riviera. So I don't know, Andre. I hope you got out on time, baby. I hope you got out on time. Because was y'all Bonnie and Clyde, frick a frack? What in the frickin' frack and Bonnie Clyde is going on here? But anyway, Heather starts pretending like she barely knows who Dani is. You met, what is she again? She's a model, that one. Oh, baby, this can't be good. She in here playing dumb like a bag of rocks on you. This is not Andre. Andre, let me tell you something. Andre, you went from not really being that interesting to you got my full attention now, sir. Andre, you got my full attention. You do. You, Andre, you got my full attention. Okay. So now she's like, yeah, I heard she's a fashion model or something, right? Girl, please. You already know her. You already know what size dress she wear. You know if she take cream in her coffee. You know who putting her wigs on. You know where she buy her makeup. You probably know who her salesperson is down to the Nordstroms or the Barneys. Whatever. Andre says Dani is amazing. They sit down and they toast. Heather wants to hear more about this jet-setting sexy woman who stole his heart. And she says that she saw their Vegas wedding photo. She never pegged Andre as that type. Andre tells her sometimes you meet the right person and things just click into place. Boy, you better be quiet. You can't be talking to crazy lady like this. You can't be telling crazy people somebody better than them. You can't do that. Heather was like, oh, that's sweet. He goes, well, it's not sweet. It's the truth. Okay, keep talking. Keep talking, Andre. Just keep talking. Keep running your mouth. Heather says, he asked Heather if she's still unattached. And she says, unless you count work. Andre says, yeah, I figured. Then he finally asked the real question. Why are you here in the DMV area? Fashion Week isn't exactly popping up right now. Heather says, it's personal. I've come to see my brother. Andre stops and he's like, your brother? And I'm like, child. Wait till you find out who her brother is, though. Just hold on. Oh, so apparently she never told him about her brother. Heather says, we've been trying to reconnect. Andre said, what your brother do? She said, he owned the casino. Andre was like, your brother is Joey Armstrong. Wait a minute. Your brother is Joey Armstrong. Oh, my God. I know Andre wanted to break out and cry. Because I want to cry for you. I do. I wants to cry for you. What in the whole wide world? Okay. Anyway, I saw somebody's comment I was about to mention and then it disappeared. Hold on one second. Baby, Andre looked like he was ready to just roll up. Just roll up. Do you understand me? Just roll up. Just roll up. Hold on. Excuse me, guys. Did you notice that Joey is the only black henchman they call him? Is the only black has one black henchman that calls him boss? No, I did not. I did not pick up on that. Hey, real talk. Hello to you, and hello to you, Aubrey James. I think this is your first time commenting, Aubrey James. And let me give you your official welcome before I move on over here. You are now officially a gatekeeper.
Hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
And welcome, Aubrey James. Don't make this your last time. Make sure you continue to come over and hang out with us, where we like to talk about these doggone Duprees as if they are real, but we know they're not. Now, real talk, I agree with you. Andre body looked like it had left his soul. Andre looked like he wanted to lay on that floor and cry like a baby on the playground when their mama had left him at school for the first time with these bad kids. Baby, baby, I know she bad enough. She's enough by herself. But when you add to it that her wonder twin is Joey, no, I'd have just Mm-mm. 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 That ain't the news you want. That is not what you want to hear. It's not. It is really not. Let me move on. Okay. So he was like, so your your brother is Joey Armstrong? Mhm. So he was like, so are you a Armstrong or a Wallace? So her last name is Wallace. A Wallach? Or was it Wallach? I think it was Wallach. Y'all better be remembering that for trivia. Okay, but anyway, Heather explains that when she left the country, she became a Wallach. Her family was dysfunctional and she needed to shake off just, you know what, we did so much dirt. My family has done so much dirt that I had to change my name even when I left this country. I did. That's how we get down. All us crazy. That's basically what she was saying. So Andre basically asked her whether now she has unshaken the dust, and she was like, "What now? Child, come on now. You know when you come on, you know how we get down." She was like, "No." She goes, "So do you need something from Joey?" She was like, "No, I was feeling sentimental and I just wanted to reconnect with my brother. No more, no less." Ooh, Andre, baby, you done picked yourself one right here. Cause baby, let me tell you something. This girl right here, the only thing that's gonna keep her from you, to quote The Color Purple, as you know we do around here, nothing but death can keep her from it. Nothing but death gonna keep her from you, baby. Nothing but death. You and me us never part. My Kita. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. You look like you about to fall out. I feel sorry. Y'all stop laughing at Andre's pain. This ain't funny. This boy's scared. Now, anyway, he starts trying to make his exit. It's been good seeing you, Heather, but I got to go. I got to leave right now. I got to go. I enjoy reconnecting with you and everything, and I got to go. And Heather says, Joy doesn't know anything about anything, just so that you know. He's like, that's good. I don't need nothing complicated. He assumes that he won't see Heather again before she goes back to London, trying to suggest that to her. And then she had grabbed Andre and put her lips on him, and he had put his lips back on her. Because I was counting. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. See, when somebody put their lips on you and they ain't supposed to, that's the way that go. But it was you kissed her back, Andre. You kissed her back, Andre. Maybe it was fear, though. Maybe you scared not to kiss her back. Because you know, if somebody this dangerous, somebody kiss you, ain't you gonna kiss them back too? Because I mean, you better not push back or nothing. But he came to senses. He pushed away. Now he didn't do the "get your hands off me" Denzel number, but So after several seconds, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Wait, girl, that's an official kiss, baby. Once you get past 1 Mississippi, and somebody said 2 Mississippi, it's a kiss. Okay. So Heather asks, what you doing? You know, and he was like, I can't do this. He holds up the hand with that ring because of this. And says goodbye. Get up. That old Forrest was running. He got outside that door. He was breathing hard, still looking like he done seen Casper the Friendly Ghost. And this crazy heifer touches her lips. I thought she was licking her fingers. You know, like this finger looking good. You know what, me? And let me tell y'all something. Y'all know good and well. When y'all get somebody crazy, y'all get them crazy. And Andre, baby, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the craziest of them all? We thought it was Leslie, but oh no, baby. The craziest one back here is a Heather. And she your girl. We knowed it when she showed up with that cloak on. We knowed it. We knowed it. But anyway, you got crazy. This girl crazy as a bat. Flying backwards in a snowstorm. I mean, really. This girl, yeah. But we did. Now back at Bill's office. We got to calm down after all this. Okay, but back at Bill's office. Dani notices something. The photograph of Bill and Haley is missing. Girl, what you do with that picture of your daddy and his wine? Where's that girl? She was like, I ain't feel like looking at that thing. But you know what now, Naomi, you could have just folded the picture down. You could have turned the picture around. But Haley coming up in there and she gonna be mad when she see that you done took that picture down. After all the scheming and screwing she did to get your daddy, at least she deserved to have her picture up in the office, ma'am. Okay? Now, then Tomas comes in the office again. I don't know how many more times we got to have a Tomas conversation. Don't nobody want to talk to you, Tomas? For you to ask the same question when you coming in. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're running? Child, let this be my daddy office and you run up in here and ask me this, even if I don't want to be in here. I bet you won't ask me no more. I bet you won't. You might ask this time, but you won't say it no more, Tomas. Anyway, Tomas lets them know that he went to see Bill. And Dani points out how wonderful it must be having Naomi there to hold down the fort. Aren't you glad she's here? I'm like, child, you don't know. He ain't glad. He ain't glad about none. He ain't glad about none of it. Tomas is like Mike. He don't like nothing. He hate everything. He don't like nothing. So Tomas says he and Kat have been spending some time together. I've been over at the condo. I've been at the condo. Well, we want you back at the condo again because we tired of you. Truth be told. So Tomas says that he and Kat, so Dani suggests, well, why don't you go spend some more time with Kat? Dani, was you being smart with this child when you said that? She was like, what you need to do is spend you some more time with Kat. Remember, then you ain't spent enough time with Kat. Spend some more time with Kat. So Tomas says, I have to think about that. She's like, I'm sure Naomi can spare you. Dani, do you know about the beef going on? Because, girl, you was just digging in today. You just hurting little Tomas' feelings. Yeah, because Khadijah don't need you. Naomi, I'm sure she can make it without you. You can go and hang with your little girlfriend. You may seem to be in a family anyway, right? So, oh, Lord. Dani is all upbeat and she leaves out. So Tomas didn't say goodbye. And Dani was like, told him that he was a little rude or something like that because he didn't say goodbye. Now, I didn't really catch the essence of that. I'm gonna have to look at that just to see that one little scene again, because was he being rude? Because maybe you thought Dani was being funky with you, but I don't care if you did think she was being rude. This is not the way you enter into a family, young man. Family, right or wrong, you need to hush and get in here first, and then you can fight and argue and act a fool. Because somebody says, so he left. Did he leave? And then she said somebody didn't train that one. Ooh, child. Now, back at the hospital, Vernon tells Bill that he spoke to the charge nurse. Now, at least Vernon know how to act before he kick an argument off. Okay. So Vernon's like, I spoke with the charge nurse, and they're gonna move that noisy neighbor that you got that's always yelling and talking into his phone late at night. And Bill tells Vernon that he didn't have to pull rank, but he appreciates it. So Vernon says everybody wants him to be healthy again as soon as possible, especially Haley, I'm sure. Bill immediately catches it and go, why you bringing up Haley? I'm like, why ain't nobody gonna bring up Haley? Haley your wife, ain't she? This your dearly beloved, is it not? This your plus one, ain't she? So he was like, where did that come from? So what's up? And he was like, Vernon was like, no reason. Did she come to visit today? Vernon, you in this shade, honey. Your shade is shady. It's so shady. You got to sit back and go, what's that shade? But anyway, he was like, did she come visit you today? And Bill was like, I know you done heard the rumors. He was like, what you talking about? Bill is like, people are gossiping. He was like, and my wife is not cheating on me. She ain't running around with some other man. That's ridiculous when she got all this. She got all this. Okay. That's ridiculous. And that little man y'all hear her running around with, that's her friend, this platonic. So Vernon suggested perhaps Haley is spending time with his friend. Let's air quote everybody. Put the air quotes up, friend. Because she senses that Bill's attentions have shifted. Bill, is that what you talking about? My daughter. See, just get to it. Just get to it. He said, I don't want to dance around. He was like, cut the crap, get to it. So Vernon says, listen, you've already admitted to me that you regret leaving my daughter. So man to man, are you trying to rekindle something with Dani? Now, Bill realizes that Vernon knows that Vernon wants to protect his daughter. And Vernon tells him, I also realize when you're trying to filibuster, like, talk on and on and on, like you ain't heard what I had said, when what I asked you was, are you trying to get back with my child, with my daughter, with your ex-wife? So Bill, because Bill hadn't answered the question, he says, are you hoping to break up Dani's marriage? And Bill finally says, no, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want another divorce on my record. So as far as Bill is concerned, Dani isn't interested in another round of him either. We didn't ask you about Dani. Don't come in here talking about Dani. We asked you about you, sir. Keep your eyes on your own paper. So Bill tells him that he can relax. Then Bill gets spicy. If Andre is so worried that he can't compete with Bill, that Andre needs to work that out with himself instead of sending you over here as his errand boy. And Vernon says, Andre don't need my protection. And this isn't a competition. Then Vernon delivers the blow. Andre demonstrates the kind of husband you should have been. Oopie doo boop boop. Bill was like, are you done? So Vernon reminds Bill how difficult it was for Dani to fight her way back after all that he did to her. And if Vernon sees Bill destabilizing his daughter's peace, their next conversation will not be as polite. Bill sarcastically thanks him for stopping by because now he feels so much better. Vernon's like, my work is done. I'm gone. But I'm going to say this. How many more y'all going to come in here and accost this man while he hooked up to this machine? Do you see these 17 cords coming from up under his gown? So let's count it. Dani done been in here fussing. Haley done been in here clowning. The girls done been in here clowning with Haley. Andre done been in here clowning. And now you in here clowning. Did I miss somebody? All you need now is for Leslie to walk her crazy self up in here. But anyway. Oh, Lord. Even a pacemaker don't make people sit down. Y'all can say this for when he get home. Anyway. In a minute, this machine gonna be going beep, 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 and then everybody gonna go running. Ain't nobody gonna go out there in the hallway and admit what they had just did. Ain't nobody gonna go in there and say, well, I was just in there hollering and telling them I'll call my dog and all that. And then the thing went off. They're gonna be like, we was just in there talking. And then next thing I know, the thing started beeping. Because people don't want to own their stuff now. We get to another conversation around the recovery from surgery. And let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. I was about to say I didn't know what this was about, but here we go. This is the part I said that the catenators. I need for y'all to put your listening ears on because Catherine was talking about her decision to save Eva. This is another important conversation around the recovery from the surgery. And we hear something important. She says that she's feeling good physically and is actually glad she went through with the surgery. What I said. What I just said she said. What she said. What did she say? She said she was glad that she went through with the surgery. Now watch y'all find a but and see but. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about what was written. I'm just talking about what is written. She thanks them for listening to her without. She said, I was really happy that you all listened to me without judgment. She meant Chelsea and her grandmother when she was trying to process about should she do this or not, and that they listened to her without judgment. She said if she had followed her first instinct and walked away, she would now be dealing with so much regret. So for everybody who said that Kat was pushed into this decision, what does that mean for y'all? Because she's telling us that she herself feels like that she wasn't pushed. and that is something that she is glad that she did. She said because she would have wanted to live with that on her conscience. And I believe she said it was the right thing to do. We can argue about it on Friday. We can lock in our caps and we can get it. But anyway, then we get to Isaiah and Jacob talking about everything happening with Eva, and later their conversation turns to Leslie. Leslie claims that she's done turned over a new leaf, but she keeps turning over an old leaf. You know, Isaiah would like to believe that it's true, but does he completely believe it? Mm-mm. But right now things are peaceful, so they're going to go with that. Isaiah is willing to take the peace for now, however long it lasts, and not worry about if it will change or not. Jacob also asked Isaiah whether he notices Haley and Leslie hanging around each other. Do you notice them hanging out with each other? Haley and Leslie. He was like, at the hospital, did you see that? Yeah, I was trying to figure out how that came about. Y'all gonna be wondering a whole lot more things because Leslie is the one that's gonna have to get Haley out of trouble for this mess she done did with Bill. And he is. And he is. Because they ain't getting friendly for nothing. Now Tomas is back in Bill's office. And Dani is gone. Naomi finds out Tomas took Bill some work up to the hospital, and she wants to know whether it occurred to Tomas how important it is for her father to rest. And Tomas was like, Bill is my boss, and if he tells me to do something, I got to do it. I agree with him on that point. Who gonna tell the boss I ain't about to do that when you own this whole thing up in here? Now it may not be good for you. I'm gonna tell you that when I get there, but here the papers go, sir. That's how that go in real life. Now come on now, y'all. So Naomi says that she's not asking Bill to defy Bill's orders, but Tomas makes his position clear. And if Bill wants Naomi to become some kind of go-between between Bill and Tomas, Bill can tell Tomas that himself. And until that happens, I'm going to do what Bill told me to do. Now, this feels less like an argument about Bill's recovery and more about authority. Who's in charge? Who does Bill trust? Who gets to make the decisions while he's gone? Finally, Tomas decides Dani might have been right. Maybe he should take the afternoon off because you done got a little heated and you need to go on about your business. Now, Vernon gets back home where Anita, Kat, and Chelsea are sitting and talking. And we get a sweet little family detail that he's the one that started calling the girls Chelsea Cat because they were together so much and they were so close. Sidebar, I hope nothing happens to their friendship and their closeness because they keep talking about how close. I don't want to see these girls powered up and not talking to each other and all that. I don't want that now. I like their relationship. It's cute. It's sweet. But anyway, I need them to be the Oprah and the Gayle. Now, we're not going to have it now. So anyway, Chelsea, he's glad that they have remained to have their bond. And in fact, Vernon is apparently the one who started calling them Chelsea Cats. So, because they were together so much, and that's cute. So Vernon tells them that he's just come from seeing Bill, and Tomas was there. Haley wasn't. I like the way you spilled that tea, without acting like you was spilling it, but you was trying to spill it. He was like, Haley wasn't up in there. So the girls joke that Haley is probably off having herself a spa day or something. So Anita says maybe that's for the best because at least Vernon didn't have to run into her. So Chelsea can't understand how Haley can be nowhere in sight when her husband is hospitalized. Girl, because she don't care nothing about your dad. She don't care nothing about your daddy, girl. If it was up to her, you wouldn't have a daddy. Okay? But she wishes her father would wise up to Haley. But so far, Bill has not. Meanwhile, Dani arrives home and she's looking around for her husband. Andre, are you up there? Honey, I'm home. And so she's calling out for him, and then she's calling him at the same time and leaves him a voicemail. Hey, handsome honeybee. Okay, hold on. Hey, handsome honeybee. You know what? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I have never referred to no grown man as handsome honeybee. Now, I'm going to tell you who I have called maybe something that sounds like a honeybee. Is a little boy. Maybe to my nephew when he was little. You said it's the children's. Honeybee? Handsome honeybee? Girl, the answer is no. The answer is no. I mean, but I don't know, men, can the lady call you handsome honeybee in front of your friends? Grand. Your age is showing, girl. No, ma'am, don't do that no more. Don't you do that no more. It sounds like you talking to your son. Hey, handsome honeybee. Hey, handsome. You're my little handsome honeybee. Okay. But the worst part is, girl, your handsome honeybee just flew out the room to another woman's hotel, kissing on her one night. You don't even know. Spreading honey over at the hotel, the motel, the Holiday Inn. But anyway, Andre is now at the bar trying to drink his sorrows away, talking to Grayson. At another table, Isaiah and Jacob over there, and they noticing Andre sitting by himself wondering what's going on. And Jacob says, I don't know. Do you? I bet y'all don't. I bet you don't. Now, Jacob eventually gets Grayson out of the way by asking him to go check on the order so he can talk privately with Andre, because he went over to go talk to Andre. He was like, let me holler at you for a minute. And so he was talking. He's like, I'm concerned. He thinks the problem is Dani and Bill. And he explains that Dani and Bill haven't always had this relationship that's run hot and cold. In a real crisis, they're always going to be there for each other. He was like, I'm just telling you what I know from as an, because I was here before you were, that don't worry about that. Like, this is just kind of how they roll. And Andre was like, yeah, but that's still my wife. Jacob tries to reassure him. And he's like, listen, Bill almost died. So you have to take into account that maybe that's why Dani was in the kind of mindset that she was in. And baby, Andre still ain't heard about you down there hollering my husband down to the hospital. We're going to see how that go. But let's hope that she hear about this kiss first so she can throw that up and she can have some leverage, because she's going to need it, girl. Anyway, Dani being worried about him shouldn't automatically mean that anything romantic is going on, even though it is. See, you don't know that that's... You don't know that that's what it means, but I mean, it ain't got to mean that. I mean, think about it. If she had not done anything in the elevator, then we could say all this and it would be true. We could say all this and it would be true. But but since the elevator and everything, then Jacob gets his order and he leaves. Child, Andre in here drinking over Bill. Andre, he ain't in here drinking over Bill. That's because that's what they thinking. He got his own situation going on. Everybody think Bill is the fire, but he ain't. Andre's sitting here trying to put out a completely different blaze, baby. And I mean, the blaze he got is fire. Hit it. Fire. I mean, he got a fire. And that's for real, for real. Now, Tomas is happy when he meets up with Kat. He was. And Kat is happy to see him. It's not like she wasn't. Tomas want to play hooky with let's play hooky. And she was like, I can't. I'm working. I can't do it. He was like, let's go back to the condo and bake cake. She was like, I know how you bake cakes. I don't want it. 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 I don't want you no more. Just what she did. Baby, ain't nobody pulling out flour and eggs and things and flour and cake pans for you today, child. She was like, it's tempting, but I can't. I'm busy building a buzz for the new bag. And when you building a buzz for a new bag, you got to work, right, y'all? She shows Tomas what she working on. She's like, see, I'm over here working my fingers to the bone. Sometimes I can't wait till it's time to go home. She ain't trying to be bothered with you with them cakes today, Tomas. She said, take you and them raggedy cakes. Them dry cakes you got, I don't even want it. You don't put enough sugar in your batter or nothing. You don't even know how much vanilla flavor to put in there. I saw you put 1 tablespoon. Never in life has anybody of color put 1 tablespoon of no flavor and no cakes. But anyway, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to paint the picture for you. But anyway, she ain't going. That's all you do. I got this thing. It's an international launch. I got to be over here looking at that. He was like, I'll make it worth your while. She was like, no, sir. Sir. That's what she told him. She said, sir. No, sir. She wasn't having no pause. She's like, I tell you what, though, why don't you go work out? You've been saying that you want to work out. You know what, Kat? This was Kat. Kat, how you do little Tomas like this? Kat, how you do Tomas like this? She didn't tell him to go work out. She was like, go work on yourself. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to work on this first. Because this is important what I'm doing. And he goes off, a little sad, poor little tink. Girl, why you do this man like this? He ain't even did nothing. Now at the hospital, Chelsea then came to visit her father. And she walks in and she was like, where your wife at? Where's your so-called wife at, Daddy? Because she ain't in here again. Child, Haley got things to do. She got more poison to pick up. She got to figure out where she gonna put these drops in, right quick. She got things to do. She trying to go down to the bank and see what she got to do to get control of that when he fall over. I mean, she got things to do. So Bill tells her, he says, slow down. Haley is here. And she's like, where's she at then? She down in the baby section checking on some baby books that she donated to the children. When did she donate anything to anybody other than herself? And where she get these books from? The used store? I don't trust Haley. I don't believe they was no new books. But anyway, hey, Kelly asked. So Chelsea laughs because she's not buying it. But he was like, see, you don't know that she been thinking about having a baby lately. And so that being the case, she down there looking at the babies down in the prenatal unit, new babies and stuff. Can anybody just walk up looking at babies anymore? Can we do that anymore? The way they got to lock these babies down because people be stealing people's babies. If you trying to tell me people can just walk up and be looking at your baby, is this what you're taking pictures of your baby? I don't think that's what it is no more. They put the baby in the room with the mamas and stuff now, don't they? I know that's what mine gonna be. Because I'm gonna tell you something. My sister's last child was a preemie. Baby, the way my sister was down there to that hospital, they was sick of her and she did not care. If it was something good coming on TV like the American Music Awards or a big ball game, baby, my sister was down there at that hospital posted up. She said, y'all ain't about to be watching nothing but my son up in here until my baby get up out this hospital. My sister played no games. But anyway, I ain't know you could just go looking at the babies. Can we still do that? Y'all in the medical field, let me know. Do we still have a space where you can just walk and look at the babies behind the wall? They all housed up back there together like they used to do in the 60s before people start snatching children. But anyway, Bill asked why Chelsea doesn't seem excited about the possibility that he and Haley might have a baby. She was like, because I don't want to see you tied to that fool forever. That crazy. That wench is crazy. So Chelsea is not trying to pretend that she supports this marriage. And and thank you for that, because you don't. We done heard enough about Haley and these babies. We don't want to hear about Invisalign no more. We don't want to hear about her want no baby with Bill no more because she don't. And we don't want it. Let Bill believe it. Put a pin in it. We over it. Okay. Now back at home, Anita and Vernon talk privately about Vernon's visit with Bill. And Anita points out that Bill is always convincing he's a lawyer, but Vernon says that they said what needed to be said. Okay, he already know what I done said, and he heard me, and I heard him. He did. At some point, as parents, though, we have to back off and let these grown people make their own decisions, though, y'all. They such a cute couple. I mean, I just declare. But anyway, Anita says that all they can do now is hope and pray that both Bill and Dani heard them and can find the way to resist temptation. Baby, y'all too late. They was all in that elevator. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Y'all too late. I don't think you can view the babies in the ICU at any time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but can you just go watch the regular just got born babies? This is what I'm trying to figure out. The way people be snatching up children? I would hope not. Anyway, they decide that they just gonna have to sit and watch. Y'all guarding the wrong door, baby. Because the temptation we need to be discussing, his name is Heather Wallach. Y'all don't know it yet. You worried about Dani, you need to be worried about Andre, who y'all say is so good. Now, Jacob brings Naomi some food to Bill's office, and they sit there and they chit and chat, and the conversation eventually turns to Dani and Andre, and both of them hope everything happening with Bill doesn't create a problem in Dani's marriage. You better hope this what's going on with Andre doesn't cause a problem in Dani's marriage or her life or her career, because I hope that. Now, listen to me, writers. Y'all better not do nothing to Dani's face to make her, put a scar on her or something. We don't want her disfigured. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, anyway, we get another interesting scene when Isaiah runs into Kat down to the coffee spot, right? Isaiah's like, how you doing, Kat? She's like, Hey, Isaiah. She was grinning like y'all was accusing me on the interview. Y'all was not doing none of this. Okay, but listen. Listen. He points out that this is the second time he done run into her today, except now he's not with Eva. Was she grinning like this when they had ran into her with Eva? I don't think so. Look at this. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Now I know now I may not know a whole lot, but I do know flirting language when I see it. I do know flirting eyes and flirting smile and flirting placement of your face like this when you're flirting. Is Cat flirting? Or is she flirting right here? Eyes twinkling and whatnot. Okay, so Isaiah asked if he's interrupting her. She said no. Now you just told your very own man that he needed to get away from you because you was trying to work. But then Isaiah show up and you all you can sit down, Isaiah. Oh, what is going on here? She said, I can circle back to what I'm doing lately. You didn't tell Tomas that. Tomas was just offering you to bake cakes, ma'am, and everything. And you turned your own man flat down. Cat, what you doing? Catherine, what you doing? I'm just trying to figure it out, girl. Y'all help me figure it out because I'm confused. Tomas just was in here asking you to take a break and you were so inspired that you couldn't possibly stop working, but okay. So they sit down and they start chatting. But look, okay, I don't want to forget that she also did this thing with that hair. When you throw that hair behind that ear like that. Baby, that's flirting 101 right there. This is flirt 101. This is flirt 102. This is flirt 103. I ain't had time to keep on taking pictures. And then you still flirting in this right here. Girl, you effervescent. You effervescent and sparkling. Like be on purpose. Say you over here sparkling. Cat started chatting about the business. Isaiah says, I buy the purses for my mother. And Cat is like, you really? You better this is sweet. You got the purses for your mother. We got another bag coming out soon. Would you like a VIP preview? He says, absolutely. Cat says, if you're interested and you want to buy one of the new bags for your mother, because he was telling her how his mother liked the bags. And she was like, if you want to buy one of the bags for your mother, then you can. And Isaiah said, well, I was thinking about one for Eva. She was like, unfortunately, it's a limit release. So they both started laughing. Because Cat may be softening toward Eva, but she still likes to keep a little bit of that I don't like my sister going. Now, before the Cat fans come for me, I'm not saying that Cat is trying to take Eva's man yet. I'm not saying Isaiah is trying to cheat on Eva at this time. Isaiah haven't shown himself to be that kind of man, but I'm saying that I'm noticing something right here. And if y'all want to pretend like you don't see it, you go ahead. Because, baby, I'm going to get a chance to butterfly. I don't care if she starts fantasizing. I don't care if she make an excuse to see him. I don't care if she start dressing sexy because she know she's about to see him. I don't care. Whatever starts happening. I just remember I told y'all this when she first saw Isaiah at the Uptown today that he was over there talking to Eva months and months and months ago. I told y'all. You're not going to tell me that if he wasn't dating Eva, that Cat wasn't about to try to slide in there. Can't blame him because he's a handsome man. Okay, he's a nice young man. Because if Eva was sitting here, would y'all be grinning like this? Would you be grinning like this, Eva? If Tomas doubled back to this table, would you be grinning like this? I'm sorry, Cat. Would you be grinning like this, Cat? Catherine. We're going to talk about it on Friday. But there's always been a little something about the way Cat responds to Isaiah. Sometimes the attraction can sit quietly like a smoldering fire and hide inside, like hiding in a wall sometimes. Sometimes you just don't know. See, Rhonda, you can see it the way you want. Even swap is no swindle. You can see it that way, but I thought y'all girl would never. She would never, ever. See, you don't let people bring you down. You don't let people bring you down. If somebody do something like that, I'm not going to do it to you so that now I'm the same with you, baby. No, I'm not. But the fact of the matter is, she's just attracted to Isaiah. she's attracted to Isaiah. Now, maybe nothing never happens. Maybe it means absolutely nothing. But today, I noticed, girl, you over here flirting. This is flirting. This is flirting. This is flirting. And you still flirting. Okay, but anyway, I'm just saying. We're gonna put a pin in it right there. Now we return to Andre over at the bar, who's still down here drinking and carrying on, because he's sitting up here drinking and looking off, staying in the space, and then he thinks back to meeting with this older man, and I'm guessing this is Henry. Now I do have a question. Why did Henry do Andre just like older people? Follow me now. Why is everybody you tight with old Andre? I mean older. Yeah, he is fine like a daddy. Him and his old fine daddy, they both fine. But this man here look like the man that used to play in MASH, Hawkeye. I thought this was Hawkeye for a minute. I did. But anyway, he flashes back to him meeting with this man, right? And the man appears to be Henry or Henri. Although I want to leave a little room for identification until we are certain, because I'm not really certain, because I was looking for the name of the person in the credits when they ran, but they didn't post that today. So Andre says to him in the flashback, he's like, I'm seeing somebody named Heather Wallach. And the man's entire demeanor changes and says, what? Say that again. Andre realizes that he knows her. And so the man says, oh, I know her far better than I care to. He explains that Heather is essentially the reason why he packed everything up and stepped away from the force. This girl done ran somebody off the Popo force. He says, I had been working undercover and had nearly gotten inside her organization. Andre is stunned. What organization? The man tells Andre that the woman he's involved with is apparently at the top of the food chain of the foolishness. Andre said, I ain't had no idea. I met Heather one day through one of my fashion jobs. Was she a model? Was she an investor? What was she doing? The man asked what made Andre start asking questions about her. So Andre's like, I saw some one day that I wasn't supposed to see. He was about to show it to him on his phone. He's like, I don't see that. No, sir. Sir, don't show me that. So, I gotta show y'all where I get that from one day. No, sir. Sir. So Andre's like, he said, I don't need to see that. I don't need to look at it. Delete it and walk away. Cut every string with Heather completely. Andre was looking like, what's going on? The man was like, listen, Linda. Listen. You done already seen more than you need to see. And then he told Andre that he's already seen what Heather is capable of, and he's seen more than enough of that. And I can't unsee what I've seen. And then comes the warning. He says, Heather could take you out. She could unalive you, eat his corpse for breakfast, and do the same thing with the people that you love. I'd have been like, wait, what you said? What did you just say? You said she could take my life and then eat my corpse and then do the same thing to my family members. See, yeah, Andre, you done got you, baby. You got the right one, baby. Yeah. You got the right one. You done found crazy. You got the girl got the A's in the crazy. She crazy. She crazy. See, now we understand why Andre is so frightened of Heather showing up again. But this flashback gives me another question. Like, how deep did you get in, Andre? Did she make you do something else too, Andre? Because we know you was already giving it up. But did you have to do other things? Did she have you hold her purse while she ran in and did a job right fast and then jumped back in the car and y'all went and had dinner? Did you do some dirt with her before? I mean, oh Lord. I don't know, Andre. I don't know. Do she got something on you? What was on the phone? Do you still got the phone? Because Andre was trying to show it to him in the flashback. That man said, I don't need to see no more. But Andre, child, y'all got to be more careful. Y'all got to be more careful. Heather and Joey Armstrong are brothers and sisters. This family's got some layers. And Andre, see, first you was just trying to process Heather, but now you got to process Heather in connection with Joey. And your wife is best friends with Joey's woman. Baby. Andre comes out of that and he's still sitting there at the bar. And then Dani walks in. Well, hello there, handsome. At least she didn't say Honeybee. She's like, hello there, handsome. He was like, did Jacob call you? And she said no. Ashley did. And he looks at Grayson. And Grayson was like, well, you look like you needed somebody to drive you home. So Andre explains that his phone was cut off after the meeting. His phone shut off. And Dani was like, on purpose or what? And you could tell Andre was a little drunk. Andre was a little drunkety drunk. And he asked Dani how ticked off she is. And Dani says, well, I'm not happy with you right now. But she also recognizes that Andre has had plenty of reasons not to be happy with her either. So Andre tells her that he's not upset with her and that if that's what she's asking, and Dani knows something isn't right though. Something just ain't right. But what's going on, Andre? Andre said nothing. I just got a lot on my mind. But Dani can see that this isn't the whole truth. So Andre tells her, come on, let's go home. Dani gets up for them to leave, but she kisses him before they leave. Ooh, I'm so scared for you, Andre. Andre, what you gonna do? Cause your ex-girlfriend crazy. Her brother crazy. Oh my God. The man done told you that this girl might eat you with some fiber beans. Eat your liver with some fiber beans. Oh, she crazy. She crazy. Let me catch some of you all's comments before we get ready to get out of here. Give me a second. Let me pull up your comments. Let's pull up your comments. Gonna scroll up, and wherever we stop is where we're gonna start. And here we go. I totally agree. He better tell Dani ASAP because he knows Heather will go to any length to get what she wants and will. How long will it last, given her dislike towards her half sister? Are you talking about Kat and Eva? You never know, because in this portion of their relationship, Kat is back and forth. Because as I said, that's never going to be a straight line to healing. I am not a Tomas fan. How much longer we gonna have with him? You know, that reminds me. In the membership, I want to tell y'all why I thought Tomas was gonna be leaving, but I don't think this character's going anywhere. That's another thing we're gonna talk about in the membership. Not taking catnip bait. I'll wait for from the sidelines. You watch from the sidelines. I do not want Kat to dump that worthless vegetable. Heather is psychotic. Andre and Dani's lives will be in danger to the 10th power. Oh, and is. Definitely is. She gonna do. I don't know if she gonna cut nobody's toes off, but Dani, I'm trying to think because y'all already did it napping, so you can't do the id nap again. But girl, I don't know if you're gonna be. I don't know. I don't know what she gonna do to you, but she gonna do something. She's gonna do something. Dani is lying through her teeth when it comes to Beer Belly Bill. Miss Jen, we need a meeting in the Behind the Gates membership only room. We do. The acting choices were awkward for the Andre character Friday and today. Some of his choices to play it off, in my opinion, I'll leave it at that. Wait. The acting choices were awkward for the Andre character Friday and today. Some of his choices to play it were off, in my opinion. I'll leave it to that. But yeah, we'll talk on things behind the gates, behind the fence. We're gonna talk family business back there. Andre was a little jittery, making himself drunk like he was wondering if he might be tainted with sleepy time. Boy, when Vernon finds out that Bill was doing the deed with Dani, the elevator doing that tornado is going to hit the fan. I mean, what you gonna do? She grown. Aubrey James says, "Did you notice that Joey only has?" Oh, I read that before about one henchman calling him boss. Heather's gonna make Dani Leslie Thomas look the same. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. T. Rogers says, "Be on purpose." Heather is going to be like Sheila Carter when she was young on Young and Restless. When she was on Young and the Restless. Real Talk says Vernon is worried about Bill breaking up Dani's marriage when the person he really needs to be worried about is Heather. True. Think they're making the women look weak? Dani used to be my favorite character. Birthday regress but they regressed her character so bad. She a bird that man humiliated her to her face, and he didn't go through a redemption. Mm-hmm. Haley and Leslie, that's too much for one soap opera. Nah, they about to be friends. They about to hook them up. That's what Andre gets for sticking his in anything. They were dating then. We're supposed to feel sorry for Bill. He deserves it. Who humiliates? Wait, he deserves it. Humiliated her to her face. He only wanted her when she was with Andre. He was straight up disrespecting her. Aubrey, did you watch the interview with Tim and Kyle Durrett, the guy that plays Bill, that I did last week? If you didn't, make sure you watch it. Hey y'all, get those likes up. Scarlet Speedster says Andre still wants Heather. He likes him crazy and older. I mean, look who he married to. I don't think Dani's crazy. She a little touched, but she ain't crazy. That's why they need to wrap this Haley Val storyline up. I was yelling, "Toughen up, big baby!" today. Poor little Andre almost peed his pants. He did. But listen, who wouldn't have known somebody might eat your liver with some fava beans? What with baba beans or whatever it is? What is it? I never saw the movie, so I just have to remember, like, through phonetics, what I remember him saying. So, lava beans? Lava beans? I don't know. I said it a minute ago, but now I can't remember. Yep, Andre returned that lip lock. Yeah, he did. He had his lips on her just like she had her lips on him. They ain't got nobody food. Andre mommy issues need to be addressed. It seems like he's got a fetish for older women. He might. Is there afraid to make the character evil? Should I make Andre her partner? He's been playing Dani. You never know. He might turn around. He's been definitely has a type. Crazy cougar. Pound crazy cougars. Be on purpose. You just talking like that because they ain't balling that back. Yeah. Dani better not buy any pets. Oh yeah, baby. You get a dog, a cat, a hamster, a snake, anything. It's gone. Heather gonna be the new Looney Allison. Need to let Allison out. Let them be best friends. That might be her daughter. I'm tired of Tomas. Be on purpose so this women can do crazy women. Tomas is stuck instead of excelling. Wait, Tomas is stuck instead of excelling at his role as junior partner. Yeah, you need to be worried about that. Dani better watch her back. I think she might meet her match with Heather. Yeah, that's true. Dani should be careful how she comes at Heather. Heather is not Haley Val. Well, she don't know any of that yet. So Tomas knows doggone well he came in Bill's office to once again have words with her. He did. Then he saw Dani and was like, "Let me be quiet." And I'm glad because I don't want to hear no more from you. Leslie, Dani, Heather, Allison, Deanna, the real crazy ladies of the Fairmont, and Anastasia. Does Tomas know somebody behind the scene? How is this? If y'all don't leave that man alone. Vernon and the rest of the Duprees need to mind their business. Even if Haley was cheating on Bill, what on earth does that have to do with you? Wait, let me read this again. Vernon and the rest of the Duprees need to mind their business. Even if Haley was cheating on Bill, what on earth does that have to do with any of you? It has to do with that they're cheating on the kid's daddy. I mean, that might be a valid question, but we don't care because she's trying to take Bill out, and that's all we care about. When he was startled when he saw Dani in there. Oh, at the place? Yeah, especially when you was thinking back to that other thing. I want Vernon to be Leslie's father. Girl. Oh, excuse me, guys. That's real soapy and good. This show is too nice, but they starting to bring us something. Y'all, I told y'all, we had to be a little bit, patient with what comes on. I'm so tired, y'all. I didn't get to bed till almost 6:30 this morning. So I'm a little tired. I thought the same thing about Leslie and Vernon. That would really shake up things in Fairmont Crest. Mm-hmm. I just hope that what they bring us has melanin. Well, we had to see. Everybody hyping up Andre like he is the world's best husband. Who's hyping up Andre? Are y'all hyping up Andre? Shocked when they find out who and Andre was involved with. I know there are people that love Andre, but I mean, I ain't never seen nothing but Daddy Young. I mean, he was a good man when he was a good man. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know. Real talk, Vernon don't even know anything about Heather, and he has never met her. He will, Belinda. Don't worry. This is Fairmont Crest. Big step for Kat today. This is so-called growth. I'm so proud of Kat. Real talk, true, because Heather is coming. So you know what they're gonna be like, y'all only proud for Kat when Kat trying to turn her back on herself and her feelings and her own situation. And it is when y'all coming to Dani don't want that. Wait. Dani want that with. I can't read that. I'm tired now. I get why Tomas feels the way she does. He does. Tomas has been working a lot. No, that's her daddy's thing, baby. Listen. Nepotism and stuff is real, and the kids gonna always come first. Get over it. Andre best be on his guard because Heather is going to go to great lengths to get rid of him. Yeah, to get him. Yeah, she willing to do whatever she got to do, including break them up. And when she mess around and find out that Dani done did what she did down in that elevator, she may not have to do much, but just let him know, your wife, I have the footage. Your wife was in there getting very jiggy when she was getting jiggy with it. La 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 la. Good evening, Shelley Kelly. Yes. Scaly Val shopping for new tiny tops to hide more poison. Y'all need to stop. After Bill gets out the hospital, they need to tell Bill about the fake miscarriage. He still doesn't know. He don't. Let me see how much further I gotta go down for these comments. Okay, I can go from here because when I tell y'all I'm tired, I'm not even playing. I don't think you can view the babies in the ICU. Tomas, is that your abundant calling? Get on a plane and head to Puerto Rico. We don't want you. Oh, don't do that. I hope Joey gets info from the guys trailing Heather about her going after Andre. Yeah, that would be nice. But what Joey gonna do? Tomas needs to needs to head back to Puerto Rico and start his own firm because we need his dressing room. Be on purpose. I cannot with you. We need his dressing room for Liam, the fireman, who should be Kat's new love. Wait a minute. What? Oh, Liam. Oh, I see what you're saying. Now, bring on purpose. What you sound like? You supposed to be needing this dressing room for Lynette. What is you doing? Kat has never beamed like that for Tomato. Never. Let me put it back up on the screen. Hold on. Because I want to make sure that's the last picture we looking at. Hold on. Her hee and a granny. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, baby. That's the one right there. Kat was sparkling. Fadami says, if Heather messes up Dani's face, Ted can fix it. Remember how real life Amon got her face fixed? I didn't realize that. I did not realize Amon had her face fixed. Kat is skinning and grinning. Baby, she grinning. Yes. Kat looks like she's got the baking cakes afterglow talking out there. She do. Even swap is no swindle, Rhonda says. I just want to see the bag for myself. I'm tired of the teasers. It better be, you know what? What would a Naomi purse look like? Let me see. Not Naomi. What would a Nicole purse look like? Girl, it depends on what area in your mama's life we talking about making a purse because you know your mama doing everything right now. I see pearly whites, and they call them pearly whites. Yes, baby. Heather is diabolical, like Joey says she is. Heather invested in the house of fashion where Andre met her. Oh, Vanessa better listen to Joey. I like Isaiah for Cat and Tomas. You know what? I used to like Tomas for Eva, but not no more. And I would have liked Cat for Isaiah had she met him first. But then again, I'm going to tell you something. If it turns out that him and Eva break up and him and these two get together, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. We can't say nothing. We can't say nothing. If they not together, we can't say nothing. Barbie dumb as a box of rocks and she's in danger. I'm wondering if during one of the Andre photo shoots, if he accidentally took a picture of something about Heather that he wasn't supposed to. I don't know, child. Heather's going to smoke Dani or Vanessa. Dani or Vanessa. No, ain't neither one of them going nowhere. But let's think about this. Dani's got 2 kids, though. I hope Chelsea gonna be all right, because we know Cat ain't going nowhere. That was a great chat, Miss Jen Mod Squad. Thank you. Dani is so caught up with what's going on in Bill's marriage, she don't even know what's going on in her own backyard. No worries, Lynette gonna have a space. Okay, let's hope so. The Naomi bag brown square tweed. I don't want Eva with Tomas. Y'all don't want Tomas to have love from nobody. Can't have nothing messing with y'all. Can't have a thing. All right, y'all. Let me read this outro. All right, gatekeepers. We know what we just watched. We watched Cat flirting. We watched the Andre scared. Andre scared. And you should be scared. I'm nervous for you because this girl crazy. This girl like you was dating misery. This girl right here is like thin line between love and hate. You just shouldn't have did it. But anyway, replay gang, we need to hear from you on this. How deep do you think Andre's history with Heather goes? Was Andre simply dating her? Should he be afraid? Was he kissing her, in y'all opinion? Because I think he kissed back. Replay gang, I think he kissed back. That kiss lasted for more than 2 Mississippi. That kiss kind of... And was Cat flirting? Go on, argue about it, replay gang, because I think she was. Anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for us today. I thank you guys so much for coming over and hanging out with me today, as always, because you know y'all my favorite people on the whole internet. Y'all my favorite ones. Don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different. These people could tell. Don't listen to them. And listen, tell your friends to come over here and talk about Beyond the Gates with us. You can listen to all the other people recap, but over here, we're a community. Over here to talk about how we really feel, what we really think. We don't care who you ride for. We don't care who you like, who you don't like. If you don't like the argue and keep it respectful, this may not be the space for you. You can just listen to other people argue. And on Friday nights, we get together and have a live panel discussion, and we gets it in. Now, I don't know how we talk 5 hours the other night. I ain't doing that no more. I ain't playing with y'all. We ain't gonna be on here that long. But you know what be crazy is that we have all, when that happened, people be listening to that. I just imagine they use it to ride in their car while they ride along and listen to y'all argue, and they be arguing back with y'all. That's the way I envisioned it in my head. I do. The people like to hear y'all argue and carry on. Thank you, everybody, to the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
Thank you, moderators, for all that you do. Everybody for supporting the channel and for hanging out with me live Monday through Friday, okay? Drop your theories on what you think is going to happen, not going to happen in the replay gang. And please remember to hype up the button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, what you waiting on? You know you love me, okay? But anyway, that's it. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I'm worried about Haley. I'm going to be looking over my shoulder while I'm trying to get me some sleep tonight, because that girl crazy. I don't want her to crawl over here while I'm trying to sleep, because she had heard we was over here talking about her. And you know what, Heather? That was them talking, not me, girl. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great night. And I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.